Hello, I have not been on YouTube for the longest. I feel so bad, but it has not been the best months at all. So, I usually am vlogging, um, and I just thought it should be something different because I just have been super busy lately, and I'm trying to finish school, and I just been all over the place, like starting this year. So, um, Happy New Year's, and yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna do a little story time, I guess, because I'm not gonna vlog until I'm gonna start vlogging again because yes, I really enjoyed doing that. So I am going to start that maybe next week, possibly Friday, but most likely starting next week on Monday, and I'll start vlogging because I enjoy that way better than just sitting here and looking at a camera. So I just feel so awkward talking to myself basically. So this story time is gonna be my trip to Mexico. So my parents left to Mexico on a vacation since Christmas Day. They left and I stayed back because I had work and I had school to start and I just couldn't miss work. So I was here pretty much by myself for about 2 weeks and a half, I want to say. And then I decided to fly over there for my cousin's wedding. Like, I didn't want to miss it, so I decided to fly over there. So I bought the ticket, and I was ready, and the worst thing happened to me. Like, the worst thing that you can honestly don't want to happen. I was super late to my flight and I missed my flight. So I was supposed to be there 2 hours earlier than what I was supposed, like earlier than my trip time that I was supposed to board. I was supposed to leave from the airport at 8:26 and I got there at 8:26. I was so not scared, but I was like disappointed. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to call. I was just terrified and everything. So then I ended up eventually calling my dad and telling him like, hey, I kind of missed my flight. I don't know what to do. And so he just told me to go see how much it is to get a new flight. So I did, and they were charging like $50 just to change my flight time. And so I decided to do that because if I didn't go, I had the ticket already to come back, so that was gonna be a waste of money as well. So so that happened. I got a flight, but I didn't get it till 4 in the afternoon. So that means I was there from 8, like 8:30, close to 9, all the way to 4 o'clock, waiting for my plane. It was the worst timing ever. I ended up starting to get sick. Like, I had a really bad stomach ache and my head was hurting, and it was just the worst at the airport. Like, it was freezing cold in there. I decided to buy soup. Like, it wasn't even good soup. Like, it was so nasty. I bought soup and I bought myself a coffee, and like it didn't work. I was so cold in there, and I took a nap like on the chairs. Like, it was horrible. It was like the worst thing that could ever happen. So I finally hit 4. Yeah, I finally hit 4. But something else had happened before that. I was currently, before I left to Mexico, I was still 17. And they didn't want to let me fly alone. So then I didn't know what to do because they're like, oh, well, you have to have an adult sign for you and all this other crap. And I was all like, alright. So then I call up someone and I'll be like, hey, like, these bitches don't let me fly alone because I'm a couple days away from being 18. So then that person's just all like, yeah, I'll head over there right now. And I was like, well, you can make it here quick because I don't want to miss my flight again. So that person ended up coming and he ends up signing. I felt so bad because he took his time to just come sign a paper for me, because Mexico's so important for me. So he signed it and they finally let me fly. And then I get on the plane and I was so happy, like I was so tired. I just wanted to get there. I was starving at the point and I just didn't want to do anything. And then before we got on the plane, um my phone died. Like my phone was completely dead. And my charger was in the luggage in the bottom and I was just upset. I decided to buy a charger at the airport and I did that. And I wasted money on a charger. Like they were so expensive. Like I was like, holy crap. So I get to my point now that I got on the plane and it was a 3-hour flight. I slept for 2 hours and a half. That's how tired I was. I never sleep on planes because I get, like, I don't know, I just can't. And that's how tired I was. I slept for 2 hours and a half. So once like I got up, I was like, they're like announcing like, oh, we have like an hour left to our landing and blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, I'll just stay up. I guess I just slept for like 30 more minutes. And like once I opened my eyes, they're like, okay, we'll be there like in 15 minutes. Buckle up. And they just gave all the information and everything. So like the plane finally lands and I was so tired. I was hungry. I was just like waiting just to go get my stuff, my luggage and everything. And I finally get my luggage and I finally meet my parents there. I was so happy. I was just happy to be there. Like I really don't like going to Mexico, but like I was excited because of the wedding. Like who isn't excited to party? And I was excited just to be there. Like I was so drenched. I was tired. I had a headache. I was hungry. Like the worst thing that like every little thing that was happening, it was going wrong. Like everything that was supposed to happen was going wrong. It was like an hour away from my grandma's house, where like the airport that I actually chose to like land, because we usually land on a different airport, but they had an earlier flight on this one. So so yeah, I just wanted to get to my grandma's house and eat. Like that's all I was thinking about, food and like sleep. So I finally get at my grandma's house and I do spend 4 days over there, and my 4 days were just like the best days of my life. Like it was worth like waiting like 6 hours at the airport just all by myself. So yeah, then we came back a day before my birthday and I'm finally 18. My birthday was on last Thursday. And yeah, I will have a story time about that because everything went wrong on my birthday as well. Like, I don't know, but I will eventually talk about that. But yeah, that was my time on going to Mexico, flying alone. I'm never flying alone. Like now, even that I'm 18, I'm never flying alone. I'm always gonna fly with someone because I cannot do it alone. So I'm sorry I haven't been actually posting or anything, but I will. I'm gonna start again. It might take me a while to post this one, but hopefully it'll be up by before Friday or on Friday. So yeah, just know I'm gonna start vlogging again, and I will be posting more often. And thank you for watching, and like and then subscribe, because I mean that's what motivates me more. Like I see a like and I'll be like, oh my gosh, and then I see a subscriber, I'll be like, oh my gosh, like I really need to post, So yeah, just like and subscribe this video, and thank you for watching.
Before I end this video, I'm just going to show quick clips about the party, the wedding, pretty much, and what happened and what I wore, and pretty much it was a fun night, so keep on enjoying my video.